Nice sound the body heat. Come on, y'all. Morning coffee. Getting ready. Nice sound the body heat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time to effect the broadcast transition to the live. Alexa, begin playlist broadcast transition.
Your playlist, broadcast transition on Amazon Music.
Perfecting that transition, bringing in all the subsidiaries as we do. That's the way we do it. Starting YouTube. We've got YouTube, we've got Facebook. We've got them all. Morning coffee. Getting ready. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Halloween.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Let's get down on the good news train.
Come on, y'all.
Have your morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Get the 311 before the morning's done. Laugh until you cry. You can always rely on morning coffee with Mario every Monday. Morning coffee with Mario.
No, ladies and gentlemen, that's not enough. It's Halloween. We gotta, well, it's coming up. We gotta stretch and flex and beat our chest. Come on, y'all. Morning coffee is live. All you new Facebook friends, time to get off your ass. It's that morning stretch. Come on. Yes. Too soon. Come on, y'all. Come on. Yeah. Come on. do what we came to do. Come on, be cool. Had to start it off. Thank you, everybody. Had to catch my breath. Had to start it off differently today because we're getting ready. This is the pre-Halloween show. And so we wanted to get you going with that Halloween spirit. Welcome, everyone. Morning coffee. You get the Vic, I didn't have your mic up. I didn't have anything. Everybody give it up for my partner in crime,
What's
Victor
up, man?
Allen over there.
What's up, man? I'm good. I'm celebrating Halloween. I'm cool as a hoodie. That's it. That's it, man. Hoodie.
What can we say, you guys? We're getting ready. Welcome to Monday morning, 10 a.m. broadcast. I want to say, well, Vic, first of all, some of the stuff I was starting to mention to you in the pre-broadcast, but I decided to hold off for the show, was because stuff is happening. I don't know what's up with y'all, but so starting Sunday, I think I got like 100 friend requests. Okay, Vic, I got like 100. They coming. They still coming.
Where at?
Started Sunday.
Where at?
The friend requests started going crazy.
From what app?
From Facebook.
That's what I want to make sure.
From Facebook. Crazy Facebook and a bunch of young ladies. And, you know, first of all, I want to say something, y'all. Y'all suspicious. Some of y'all a little suspicious.
Right.
Hey, but I want to thank and acknowledge all the new Facebook friends that I'm accumulating right now. All the Facebook friends and the increased membership at Pack Stereo TV. Y'all, thank you for expanding my world, expanding my circle. So thank you very much to all the new Facebook friends. This Monday, October 29th, like I said, getting ready for Halloween. So we're planning, take a look. It's all about the costumes. It's all about the costumes. Even here at Pack Stereo TV, we're trying to get ourselves in the right frame of mind. I got some calls from some interesting people about Halloween. For one, our good friend, Candace Renee Rice. Give it up for Candace. Floribama star. She contacted me because she said she wants to bring her mama by. Because her mama is coming to Los Angeles to celebrate Halloween with her, Vic.
Wow, that's great, man. You guys going to do the repeat of walking this Hollywood Boulevard, or is that out?
I told her 2 words. Comfortable shoes.
That means there's going to be some walking.
Maybe for her. I know I won't be there, but
Okay.
I did take a look and try to come up with some costumes, some mother-daughter costumes, Vic. And the thing about it, you guys, you know, they have them here. They have them here. I did a nice Google search on the mother-daughter costumes, but none for the older folks. So y'all kind of on your own. Everybody, although they had plenty of mother-daughter costumes, but not like this. So Candace Renee Rice, and let me show you Candace. I have some pictures. I pulled up some pictures of Candace with her fine self. Here's a picture of her back in the day when she was here at Pack Stereo. Somewhere in here, there's a picture of us out at Halloween.
There's a lot. You just kept them secret and to yourself.
There's a bunch of us out at Halloween with LaSalle Sargent,
Oh, wow.
a bunch of people. They're out there, so there's, you can see this beauty, and she is a beauty. She is a beauty. And I call her the foundation of that Floribama Shore franchise. But so she's gonna. I told her that I said, Candace, why don't you post some selfies that we can re-show in Pack Stereo, mama-daughter costume.
Oh, that would be nice.
You know,
Oh,
mama,
yeah.
I called it the
Yeah.
mama cam. Do the mama cam.
Go ahead, Candace. You can do it. She will disavow.
But give it up for them, for those of you folks getting ready. So, you know, mother-daughter cam. All
Yep.
the stuff's happening. Yeah. So we've had a wonderful week here at Pack Stereo. Like I said, a bunch of stuff going on, a bunch of things happening. And I must admit, I am a little suspect. I am a little suspect of it because it's happening so fast. But you know, what can I say? It's that kind of a time.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Now, Victor, what's amazing is that it's also a time as we head into these holidays, because Halloween actually starts the holidays. It's going to be Thanksgiving, Christmas. So the elections are coming up, and since I must admit, I too am one of those who cares about midterm elections. I usually don't, but this one is a big one.
Yeah.
November 6th is going to be election. Paxter is going to be following it. Even Mac McAllister, who does the Retro Jazz and Blues show, that is the pre-show for Morning Coffee, he's talking about get out and vote. Vote, everybody. It's the time to get out and vote. Voting is a big deal because people are considering all of this
Right.
a referendum.
Right.
A referendum on the president. So get out and get up. Things, it's a bit, besides all that, for me it's an especially busy week, and I had to share, sometimes it's too much information, I understand. But as we get older, I'm trying to acclimate many of you along with the things that go along with some of these adjustments so we can join them. But I want you to understand this week, I have 2 procedures. In fact, Dick, you got to attend with me because I have to attend with a rational adult, of which...
On both procedures on the same.
No, Tuesday and Thursday, I'm gonna get, one thing about getting older, you have these wonderful body cavity explorations as the technologists in medicine get to know your body cavities.
Right.
They get to explore all the caves and crevices in your body. So I have procedures on Tuesday and Thursday, and I'll be posting some stuff about them. I have a endoscopy with a pH probe. They're going to put a pH probe down into my esophagus and measure the acidity. It's all part of getting myself ready, which will come up in a minute, the new part, for other stuff. And then I have to have pH. I have to have manometry, measuring pressure.
Okay.
On Thursday. So, a bunch of body cavity. You know me, I post that stuff for you guys to follow with me, those body cavity searches, because why should I keep it to myself? I want y'all to know what's coming up for you. You have to learn to relax that sphincter. I'm sure some of you have more practice than others. And so, goes into it. Okay, so the other thing we're going to talk about this morning, I got 2 things I want to talk about. The main one is being that coming up for the holidays, you guys. Coming up for the holidays, there's things that people think about to make money. There's things that people think about to make money every year. And one of the suggestions that I'm putting out there this year for the holidays as a DIY pay-per-view concert. For many of you don't know, because like I said, I've been friending people like crazy. And Vic, one of the ways I friend people is if you have a picture with an instrument, I friend you.
Okay.
If you have a picture of an instrument and we have 20 to 30 friends in common, I especially friend you. And if you are fine, I am a man. If you are fine, honey, I must admit I found my influence. If you are fine, honey, posing with an instrument, and we got 20 mutual friends, I'm friending you. So I friended a bunch of people. So we have a bunch of artists coming to Pack Stereo looking at the show. So, and that influenced me. So I was thinking about the holidays, and I said one of the ways to make that holiday money is to consider doing a do-it-yourself pay-per-view concert. And Vic, it's funny, we brought this up many times, right? We brought this up about the do-it-yourself concerts because people don't realize it. One of the things that you can do today is do a pay-per-view concert because all the indie stuff is set up. Years ago, Ustream, that's now been bought out by IBM, they used to do it, but the software, let's take a look right here, it's called Cling. CLEENG, go to CLEENG.com, Cling, where we have an account too. And has been for a while, this solution a bunch of the other services we're pointing to, when you want to do pay-per-view. And let me tell you something. One of the things I like best about them is that they actually allow you to learn it by doing free pay-per-view concerts. In other words, if you do a free concert and set up all the pay-per-view stuff just so you can establish contacts, there's no charge. You can set it up, use the whole service, get to know the service, get to know the ins and outs of the service, and you can do it as a free concert. Now, once you do start doing concerts, they have a whole mechanism here for the pay, and mostly it has to do with processing the money charges, Vic.
True.
But you could do a concert. You could do a concert here, and the kinds of money. Let me see. I was trying to show it. How much can I earn per ticket? And it all depends what kind of a ticket. The example they give you guys, and I think this is a little high, but here's the example they use. They say if you do a concert with a $20 ticket, you actually end up keeping $17.64. All right, here's Kling. In other words, if you do a $20 ticket in the United States, there's $1.49 for the Kling fees, and there's 87 cents for the payment fees. Now, the minimum concert fee they're talking about is $4.50 because they think if you want to charge less than $4.50, you ought to just go on and give it as a free pay-per-view event.
Right. That's interesting.
Because they say it ends up where you don't work out and making anything significantly.
Right.
But I'm telling everybody about this. Kling, and we're going to be doing a show about it later on. I'll be doing a show about it later on in more detail because it doesn't have to just be a concert. I mentioned concerts, and the reason why I mention concerts because artists can do shows at their house, in their backyard, in their living room. They can do all of that and do it as a pay-per-view event. But it doesn't just have to be a concert. It could be all kinds of events. You can give, some of our people do makeup, and maybe they could do sessions where they teach. But
Right.
the possibilities are endless. One of the things I was thinking about is a nude concert.
Well, there.
But then I thought you guys would laugh,
Yeah.
and I decided I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I just want you.
That
I
could
did
fly.
think about it. The full Monty. These are the things. These are the extents I'll go to just to get a view, a follow. So remember, that's the thing I'm touting again for the holidays. Make that live money. Go check out Kling, CLEENG, for those pay-per-view events, and sign right up and see what you can get going.
Now, they have clean presentations on YouTube clips of how to use the app and more instructional, correct?
They do.
All right.
And I was going to show more of it, but I figured, hey,
No,
we're
you
going to
didn't
come
have
back and do a full
Yeah.
extensive show at a different time again. But yeah, you're exactly right, Vic. The same thing. If you Google it, if you
Right.
go to YouTube especially, there's a bunch of videos of
And-
folks up there using
And
it.
for those of you, a couple of years ago, Niels did the pay-per-view trial or test here to get. It's kind of what he was doing. Is this beta test, the conditions of how the app works, and then of course what it generates, and then you get to pull away all that information of how much did you promote and campaign. An app is just the app, but it's the energy around it that will give you the results of what already exists. So it was wonderful for him to say, now I understand. I said, yes, it's you have a huge following. Now, the way is to get people to understand why the benefit to them is to watch you, and this app is easy to access, all those return values. So the good thing about it is that we've already had it here as something to promote for other indie artists and producers and or labels to try. Just get beyond the app. It's a little bit easier than you think. It's not. I'll say this. What do you think is more complicated? A YouTube channel or Kling?
A YouTube channel.
Right.
That's why you guys got to try it. We brought this up again. That's my suggestion for the holidays. We're going to have a show coming up about it. But a do-it-yourself pay-per-view concert, a do-it-yourself pay-per-view event of any type, you can do it. We'll do a show about it later, but go on and check out Cleeng, CLEENG.com, and learn all about it. All right. All right, just giving you today's weather report. Alexa, what's the weather in Compton?
Right now in Compton, California, it's 67 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today's forecast has mostly sunny weather, with a high of 76 degrees and a low of 59 degrees.
Well, let's see how Compton compares to where we are, because we may not be in the ghetto, but we can see the fence. Let's see. I don't even know if this works. Alexa, give me the weather for View Park, California.
In View Park, California, it's 61 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can look for partly sunny weather, with a high of 74 degrees and a low of 59 degrees.
Well, shit, then what they're saying is View Park is cooler than Compton. And we knew that, didn't we? Wow. We knew that. Take that, Compton. Yeah. All right, and Alexa, what's the birthday roundup?
Today's birthday stars include beloved painter Bob Ross, born 1942, actor Richard Dreyfuss, born 1947, actress Kate Jackson, born 1948, actress Winona Ryder, born 1971, and pop star Tove Lo, born 1987. Additionally, today in 1969, the first ever computer-to-computer link is established via ARPANET, the precursor to the Internet.
That's some heavy shit.
Yeah, it's true.
That's some heavy shit. All right. Every week I get to do a slideshow animation. And so I'm going to show that now. Then we're going to come back for a quick session on something that I need your help on. We're going to deal with the issue of young women versus older women in the dating world. I need y'all to help me. We're going to come back and I'm going to talk about this challenge that's come up in my life. It's the younger women versus older women, because I'm in the dating world now. I'm in the dating world, and I'm not sure I'm ready for all this, you all. I need some help. I want some folks to join in with some suggestions. I see some folks in the chat room. Thornton Dickerson, he and Serena Mobley, well, you know their experience.
Wow, you're throwing them under the bus, man.
And Nancy Hardcastle. I want y'all to give me some insight into younger and older. I see Ashlyn Perez, too, Vic. They're coming. See, they're all over, and even in your side, Sydney Harris. I mean, they're live. We're here. Coming back, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the dating dilemmas, and maybe y'all can give me a hand. Here's the latest photo slideshow animation. Oh, except I have the audio turned off. There, I fixed it. Rain is the third thing to go. Hey, Marvin.
Been a long time since I spoke to you, and I know that there's no rhyme or reason the way you put me through. So I take your promises and all the memories
got 26 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Wonder what's different this time.
I think just the temperatures are.
That may be it. 'Cause it's cold. That may be it.
And it's getting longer.
Yeah, 'cause it is hot in here. Walk outside in here, it doesn't compute. That may be it.
Yes. All right, you guys. That was the latest slideshow animation. I get the luxury, the distinct honor to produce those whenever Victor gets a chance to do a photo shoot. And typically at the end of the Eye Victor, he's catching those photos and we use those. The subject was, of course, our own hot chocolate, Mika Williams. Give it up for her.
Yes, sir.
That slideshow animation. So, as I was telling you all, I've been undergoing some. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. As you know, I've done this. I'm doing a transformation. I'm adjusting to getting older and having more free time. And just as a backdrop, now I'm a retired physician from Kaiser. 30 years. 30 years at Kaiser, retired physician. And what makes it even more interesting is that I pay no alimony, I have no children, no wife, no ex-wife. So I have no alimony. I have no any of that, no baby mama drama. And so because of that, I am in a very unique position, which is why we do this broadcast. I have to put in context because everybody says, Mario, why are you doing this? Why? And it's, the people who seem most concerned are some of my old girlfriends. Mario, why are you telling the world all your stuff? And my explanation is, I'm a 62-year-old guy, retired physician, with no wife and no children. What the hell I got to lose? My shit is like, what? Or what?
Yeah, what's the...
They're going to, send me to timeout or some shit?
Yeah.
So that is the context. And I admit it's crazy, it's unique. Because Vic and I live this. Okay, we live this. And let me turn off some shit. Because it's notified. See, that's all the people, they hit me up. Vic and I live this. We live this life. And so it is a little crazy because, yes, I do live a lot of my world in the social media presence because who gives a shit? It's not like I have anything else to do. Why not? So as a result, I do, which can make it difficult. I've tried to keep it easier because of people that I go out with. Many of whom don't want the notoriety. So I have to keep some things private. So anyway, it leads me into a quandary, and I wasn't talking about it, but see, because of my partner, Victor Allen, I want you to give Victor Allen
Go ahead.
special credit for a lot of this shit, because people don't know. They don't know. See, they think because they see me more that a lot of this shit is mine. Some of it is, some of it ain't. That's the way we are. We're writing partners, but Vic has been instrumental and getting me to perform and show my ass
Not
to
that
you
way,
all.
bro.
Because
Not that way.
he encourages me. Tell him. He says it's empowerment, Mario.
Yes, it
Tell
is.
the world.
Yes, it
tell
is.
the world about your stuff.
Frame your own story.
Frame
man.
your own story.
That's right.
So
baby.
I'm talking about dating because here's the issue for me. Dating younger or older, and I pulled up a graphic.
I know it.
And it's not quite like that. But let's just say the issue is dating younger versus older. Because it ain't as clear cut as you may think. See, and that's what the hard thing, that's what, now, I want you to know, when I do these kind of subjects, I know I'm at risk of criticism because, okay, but if you go criticize, you just are. Because some of the stuff I can't get away from. I'm single. I've never been married. I've never been engaged. Therefore, guess what? I've had a few women. And I'm not the only one. Because if I had to be out here, I'd bring a Vic with me too. Because I got a bunch of buddies out there. I mean, we were the partying group.
But party is not the correlation to what you're doing. Party is just the result of your socialization at the time you were in the Wild Kingdom, right?
In the Wild Kingdom, we had a bunch of women. Not just me, but also the folks I was hanging out with. Michael York,
Okay, you're
Bobby
people under the bus.
Carson. That's
You're
right.
throwing
I don't
people-
care. Y'all know you.
and-
Hounds,
And include
Eddie Jarrell Williams.
and include a lot of women
Doug
and a lot of
Williams.
men.
And we knew some women too. We
Right.
knew the player girl women too. We
Okay.
know y'all was our buddies. And they talk about the Laker groupies. Well, those are my hanging
And
friends.
they're saying right now, what does it have to do with you about this subject?
Okay, the point being, I want you guys to understand that at least Victor and as even though there's no women here, we try. We have dating experience.
Mm,
We have dating experience.
I don't know. If
I
that's
tried to
right.
get some women to come today, and one was supposed to come, and then they backed out. But you know, I'm just saying, we have dating experience. So I have to admit, because I'm out there, y'all. See, I'm out there, and I could talk about other stuff, but I did because of Victor Allen. Because of Victor.
There's a technique in doing
I'm
this,
talking
man.
about my dating life because it's a trip, y'all. I'm telling you guys, it's a trip. Stuff is a trip. You think I'm like, okay. For one, there are issues that seem to arise, and it crosses age ranges. We have there's just age ranges of people that we know. And I've been going out with at times, a woman in her mid-20s, mid to late 20s, a woman in her mid to late 30s, a woman in her mid to late 50s. Okay, so I've been keeping company with some age ranges. And what's interesting, and let me qualify. They're all intelligent, accomplished women. That's the one thing I will say. All of them. The younger one tends, to be less established. But I'm just saying, I've been lucky. I've been privy to some wonderful women of all backgrounds, right?
Right.
A lot of different types of black women, white women, Latinas, less Asian experience, but that too. So I've been tripping because as I've been trying to sort through this stuff, you guys, there's some things, for one, this is why I'm single, I realize it. They all have crazy areas, but they're not that bad. That's why I'm single though. See, normally, most normal people are going to tolerate quirks from the people they love.
Right.
Probably more, and that's male or female. If your guy is a nut, he wants to watch football without interruption for 8 hours on Sunday. You deal with that.
Right.
Some of you even make them some potato skins or a sandwich. But it's a quirk. Other guys, your woman spending a bunch of money on shoes and stuff, that's what they do. But that's a quirk. Or not. So you deal with things. So what I'm noticing for me is that I tend to be sensitive to the crazy in them, no matter what the age. So that's why I wanted to tell you all, what do you all think is more beneficial? Because it's amazing when you go out. And some weeks I'm out on a Friday with someone who's 26, and I'm out on a Sunday with someone who's 56. And it's a trip because there are some differences and there's some things. And I want to see why you laughing, Vic. Why you laughing?
Because I think you're tiptoeing and you're trying to lead up to something. But I think the part is that, see, I always say, is there a reward for both experiences? Not just for you, for them. But I think what you're doing is
For them, what reward? Me. That's the only.
That's the only reward
that's
you
it.
got. That's it. You just with me, King Biter.
I don't know if it's that good. Well, that's one way. Okay, that's a different subject, Vic. Don't be changing the subject.
You just tiptoeing, man.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do
See,
you mean?
what you to me, I always say this. Think of you're saying here's the title of the film. Title of the film: Young women are beautiful, and older women are even better. Now you sit there and set the tone for what your choices may be, but the argument may be something else, and why are they better? Why better than young women? But then you could reverse it and say, I equally found that they're both beautiful on both ends, but it's something about me.
Well, what's amazing to me is the lack of a difference. And there are differences, but this is the thing.
Right.
Since I'm older, the differences are less dramatic. See, the most obvious difference between an older and younger woman is physicality. And if you're a younger alpha male, as I was in my 30s, you know, howling like an alley cat, you're going to be hitting them young ones like, you know, machine gun fire. You know, but if you're an older guy where you're dealing with the women and the sex may or may not be the most important thing, now it's different. What's
most important?
Well, I'm not sure. See, here's what's interesting. The older women, one of the benefits, for example, is music. The older women, we get into bed and I put on one of my mixtapes and they start singing out. They in the bed and start singing and popping fingers. Ooh wee. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I think it's more
The
interesting.
younger girls don't know that music, so then you got to play their playlist. And so their playlist may not be like your playlist.
So there's a vote against.
That's where the older women are better, because if you're gonna do make some love, you want to do it to your music.
Okay.
And when you get with a young girl, she wants to make love to her music.
So now
I'm
we
like,
got one.
now we got to come to agreement on the music we make love to.
Okay, now hold on. See, what I don't
If
want.
you're making love.
So here's my thing. I'm not as interested in the fact that you had to get into the bed to play the music that you like. The story is how'd you guys get into the bed?
Because young girls find old dudes like me fascinating. See, this is what happened. I told you what's happened since Monday. Pack Stereo, we have these moments where things blow up in terms of numbers. So I've been getting like 100 friends requests a day for the last 2 days.
Good.
Like 100 or more.
It's not the bots or the
And
Russians. Right.
I've had at least 20 women hitting on me.
Not the
Now,
bots.
how much is, some is fake,
Got
as
it.
you find out, some are catfish. And one thing about catfish, y'all should know I'm going to catch some catfish, because the first thing I'm going to do is look at it.
Right.
You got a profile with no information, no people who know you. You fake.
Right.
You fake.
Right. Those
And
are
so
obvious.
I'm getting a bunch of catfish, but I'm also getting a bunch of other people that want to talk.
Right.
They want to chat. They want to experience. So I don't know what to do. And like I said, it's been like 25 to 30 a day for the last 2 days. Right now, there's like 15 women messaging me through
And
the
you
show.
don't. And you don't
Through
know
the
why.
show.
And you don't know
Why
why.
all of a sudden? Why all of a sudden?
Right.
They messaging me right every time you hear the bing, bing. They are messaging us And so we go through this. But I just want you to know I'm trying to deal with it, but it is very confusing.
Would you feel better if you got one friend request every 2 weeks? Would that make you feel comfortable?
See, Vic, I'm not complaining. I know Vic Trust. I'm not complaining. I'm simply saying that 100 friend requests a day
Right.
and 15 to 20 different women hit me up.
Right.
That's more like 30 a day. That's weird for someone like me.
Why would that be
And
weird?
that's what's weird about it. Some of them are fake, but they all are not fake. So I'm like, okay, so what is this? Because this is part of the dating dilemma. So here's what I'm going to say, Dick. Here's what I'm going to say. Because I want y'all to understand. It's not that I'm trying to pimp my whole world, but this is it. This is my world.
Right.
So I'm going to share stuff. I'm going to share stuff as people hit me up. In fact, because we're running long already and I want to move on, I got some of the catfish I want to show you.
Okay.
That's been hitting me up, the ones I think are catfish. So we'll do that in the future. I'll start having the catfish alert where I show you the catfish.
Gotcha.
But we're gonna I'm gonna want you guys to help me with some of your recommendations on some of this dating stuff. Now you say, "Well, Merle, because listen, my life is this reality TV. If it's gonna be weird, let it be all the way weird." You know, I'm like, it's all okay, you guys. It's already weird. It's already weird. We can't make it normal or sane. We can't. So the only thing you can do is ride this horse. That's all I can do. Is ride this horse. It's crazy. So I'm going to ride it, and I'm going to let y'all know about these dating people when they hit me up. And hopefully, like if the women that I talk to, I will ask them, do you mind being seen on internet television or on Facebook or anything, Instagram? Do you mind taking pictures when we go out to eat? Or we go to a concert? Do you mind taking photos? Most of them don't want to take the photos. I got Maxwell coming up, y'all. Good seats. Maxwell and Marsha Ambrosius. No date. Partly because I want to take someone who I can take photos with. But anyway, that's another thing. So I'm just going to involve you guys because I don't care. Feel free to comment as I go through this journey of dating and younger versus older. And I'll just have to tell you how it goes.
I just need
Younger versus older.
So the other group doesn't feel left out. You actually already said I prefer as a comfort zone. The older one.
No, I didn't say that.
But your framing of the story
No.
You used a music example,
No,
but you
no.
didn't use another
No,
example.
let's give you another. Because my recent friend, who's in her late 30s, mid to late 30s, she's actually been the most wonderful.
Good. That's all I want to hear.
That's the actual truth.
But so you
But I
got.
don't know if we can do that.
Yes,
See,
you
to me,
can.
that's not a statistically significant. That's 1 out of 3. See, y'all gonna want to say that's a trend. It's not a trend. It's not enough people. I'm just saying, of the women that I've dated,
Right.
have been around, the one that was by far
Right.
the most enjoyable for a bunch of reasons was the one in her late 30s.
Good. Now,
People
exiting
say,
out.
why?
Exiting
That's
out.
another show.
Somebody's gonna go like this. It says, "So you were the cat in your mid-30s." It says, "I just want to share with everybody. I want to be able to tell you who I'm dating. Sure, take pictures with y'all out, but back in the day, you was going like, I'm keeping it low and underground."
Because we were doing more than one woman.
So are you
Now I
trying
ain't doing, listen. And by the way,
to- All right.
I'm not screwing none of these
Oh,
women.
wait a minute. Now it's, what about?
I would say fucking.
Yeah, wait.
See, I'm trying to be. See,
They
here's
want
the
to hear
thing.
making love.
Here's the thing. No, because you got to break it down. What's amazing is the other thing. For the amount of drama that I have to experience in the dating world when you're not having sex, I purposely have been not having sex. Do you know it's just as crazy without the sex? It's already, they get crazy. Everything's the same. Possessiveness, all of everything the same. So I want you to understand, you know I used to say, once you stick it in, everything changes.
Oh, okay, you just
Everything changes. I'm saying
Oh my God.
that's the part that stays the same. Once you have sex, everything changes. It'll make anything, makes no difference what you agreed to. Whatever terms and conditions you and your person, the other have arrived at, whatever negotiations you have done, they all go out the window the minute the penis enters the vagina.
Which age group are you talking to now?
But every age.
What about
That's universal.
7?
Every age, from
is this
teen
wisdom?
death.
Is this wisdom or you just what?
This is wisdom. So now let's get to the final part of the show.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you, I want some of the things that I want you to be aware of. Because there are things that are different on the obvious of younger versus old. For one, they eat different. If you take an older woman out to eat, they gonna want some seafood. Young women, you can feed them pizza. you can feed them any old shit. Young women, you can throw any old kind of shit. You have to feed them just alcohol. Now, there's other differences. There's differences in what you do with your downtime, your uptime, and your weekend plannings. Now, that's the ones I want to tell you what's right. I've noticed already. See, what happens with your downtime? When you have downtime, older women, let me blow up these pictures just to be good. When you have downtime, older women, they like sensitivity and companionship. See, that's in your downtime. When you're relaxing with an older woman, she wants her sensitivity and her companionship. Now, when you're relaxing with the young women, they want dick.
Am I supposed to show this?
Yeah, she's supposed to show this.
All right, there
They
you go.
want dick.
There you
Okay.
go. Now, this is just
One
what
thing.
I just want you to understand. the
Now,
visual.
when you're relaxing with an older woman in your uptime, when you getting out with your older woman, they want travel and romantic dinners.
You don't think young women want?
When you out with young women, they want dick. They want dick. They
Well,
want dick.
you're slamming a young woman.
I'm just telling them,
You're
saying,
slamming them, man.
I'm hanging out there. This dick. Now, when it comes to weekend outings, you planning weekend outings with your older woman, they like to get out to wonderful events, music events, plays, and the like. When you get for times for planning your weekend outings, young girls, they want dick.
You're not going to get a lot. You're going to eliminate your choices because they see this. They're going. So you're saying?
So it's not true.
Yes,
I
it is.
noticed the one saying to the older ones.
You what?
Now the older ones are saying,
Wait a minute.
we want
Marty,
dick too.
Marty,
Now here's the
thank
difference.
you. That's what they're saying.
That's what I'm saying. The truth is, let me tell you the big difference. The difference between a younger woman and an older woman when it comes to dick is that the older women are understanding. They know, an older woman knows about older dick. See, and the truth is, if you want some pounding, thrusting, vigorous, don't go old school with old people. Let's just be real. That ain't to get vigorous sexual activity. You want vigorous sexual activity, someone breaking some bones, slamming them hips. You need to get somebody, yeah. So the one thing about an older woman, they understand. And plus, another thing about the older women, those puppies want some sleep.
So you just
saying.
You just said
I'm
older
saying-
women don't have a sexual appetite.
No, I'm saying they do. It's a much more understanding sexual appetite,
What is
and
my-
they want to get some sleep.
Wait a minute.
See, young women, they don't want to stay up.
What is your cutoff for
See,
item?
even a 36-year-old woman would lay up in bed at 3 in the morning, listening to the music, la la la, woo woo woo. But that 55, she's out. She's out. They got to get out.
They're going to ask you to qualify that, and then you're going to have to go.
I'm
when.
just saying.
You're going to have to qualify.
I don't.
that.
It may not be for all of y'all. I'm saying. I'm just being honest with what the struggle is dating out here. I'm just being honest as a man
Watch this.
who's lucky enough to date women 26,
Watch
36, and 56.
See, I have to do
There
this.
is.
I have to do
Y'all
this.
need to know this.
They're going to say this. Watch this. They say,
Sit out here.
who is better to evaluate the women, the hunter or the person laying back waiting to receive? Are you a hunter? And when was the last
Man,
time you
I ain't-
hunted? When's the
No,
last-
I ain't a hunter. No,
How long has it been?
Oh, I can't remember.
So-
that's what makes this bad. See what makes this bad? Look at who you talking about. Look at about who you talking about.
See?
And that makes it bad. Okay, so we need to move on. Where's the music? Damn it.
Okay.
Where's the music?
We'll
We
get
need to
wisdom.
move on.
Wisdom
Next
for
show.
the cave dweller.
I'm just what y'all. This is what I get for sharing my personal shit. I'm just sharing my personal stuff because I'm out here in the dating world, which at 62 is comedy anyway. It's comedy anyway, and I'm out with all ages, and I need some. I don't know what to do, y'all.
I think
Scary. I might
this
have
is
to
going to be
quit.
good because I really can't wait to see how many friend requests you get this week after this show. I can't wait. If the numbers go up, you hit the jackpot. The numbers go down, reevaluate.
I need a travel partner who's not gonna go crazy on me. I can't find a travel partner, y'all.
Oh,
Serious,
I
y'all.
think
I'm trying to go
crazy
take a trip,
is good, man.
and
Crazy is good.
I don't know.
I'm
I'm just
sorry.
saying. I need to make a show and travel. You know, everybody don't fly with that shit.
Hey,
It may not work. Root for your boy. Remember, your boy, I'm trying. I'm gonna let y'all see what I come up with, but
it don't
it
look
looks
good.
it looks a
That's
little
what I
rough.
figured,
It's a little rough.
Oh my God.
See you in a minute. What's happening, James? I see you, Britt. Hey, Eric. PMC. Smooches for my Audrey. I always send you smooches, Audrey. I know she has some shit to say. I know it's what's got shit to say. Woke up! Talk about sex. Like 53 messages this morning. 53 messages. I woke up with 180 messages waiting.
And it's hard to qualify them all. It's very difficult.
Yes, you guys, you ready to talk about some weed? I need to talk about some weed. I need to talk about it.
Times are changing, but some things stay the same. You start each morning with a cup of coffee every day. Maybe hit the snooze, turn on the local news, but nothing good comes from a one-sided point of view. Marijuana for dummies. Come for the info, stay for the reefer. Marijuana for dummies. Come for the info and stay for the reefer.
Marijuana for Dummies. And it's not really for dummies. I always feel so bad about that title because that feels insulting to us smokers. And I know we're not dummies. And so therefore I do apologize. But it is the catchy title. You guys, marijuana, the journey is being really, it's amazing here in Los Angeles. I just had an interesting experience because I looked up and I was almost out of weed. And I can't